Hey, Brett. Kyle Newbeck, Philly
Hi,
Boys.
Kyle.
You
How
know
are you?
this. How do you feel right now about the way your team responded tonight?
I mean, I think the way we came out in the third period defensively, first we needed to. They are that capable. Brooklyn is that capable of putting like quick, big points on the board, especially with their three-point shooting, their ability to make threes. And I thought that defensively, the way the team came out and responded to some first half stuff that we felt we needed to fix was a fantastic statement.
Brett, you guys seem, sorry, right here.
Hello, Dee.
That you made the conscious effort to get to the rim right out of the gate, Ben included. You were so sure he was going to be better than he had been in game one.
Yeah.
I mean, could he have made those adjustments in game one, or did he have to see the game to understand?
Yeah. I think in the light of day, you know, when you have a team performance that wasn't what we all wanted, and he had an individual performance that wasn't what I know he would have wanted, and I think for him to respond to that the way that he did, he was extremely aggressive. I thought that the way he defended D'Angelo in the third period, especially, D'Angelo had no points. They had no threes, you know, in that period. And so much of their firepower is a three-point shot. But going back to Ben, he was our bell ringer tonight, and the fact that he had 10 rebounds, 12 assists, 23 points was fantastic. But I thought his defensive effort on D'Angelo was spectacular. His aggression, especially.
Coach, right in front of you, Kai Carlin, Sixers Wire. Tonight, Tobias was able to get a couple of shots going. How important is his offense for this team moving forward?
I mean, I know it is, and I thought that he played really good defense also in the third period, but that third period, which is, you know, the breakaway period, the separation period, Tobias's offense, I think he had 12 points in that third period. We needed all of that. And you start like combining that defensive energy on one end and then the firepower offensively at the other end, and it produced tonight, I guess, the third most points in a period in the history of the NBA, which is a long time. And he was significant, I thought, especially offensively in the third period.
Brett, I'm down here to the left. Kevin from Crossing Broad.
Yep.
Can you talk about the adjustment to leave TJ out of the rotation and Jonathan and go with bring James in and play Jimmy as the point guard or point guard by committee there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a difficult decision because TJ has been a part of sort of our bloodline for a while, and the energy that he injects is contagious, and we all get. And even if you study the stat line from the game that we lost, I think he was a plus 12, which is pretty good. And so you started like looking at maybe the ripple effects of what can others do from a spatial standpoint. James's ability to, you know, stretch the court a little bit more, try to give Jimmy the ball as a legitimate, you know, backup point guard, a point guard when Ben wasn't on the court, influenced that decision. I thought TJ handled it as we all guessed he would. He's a wonderful teammate, but it was driven for those reasons that I just said to make that decision to take TJ out of the rotation.
Coach, Jason Blevins, Philly front office. Was your sense that you guys were really putting a lot of pressure on Brooklyn through that first half, but they were able to hang in, make some shots, continue to score, but did the dam break in the third quarter, or did you make a change that just sort of like hit them a second time?
I think we did what we tried to do in the first half, just kind of like harder, better, longer type stuff. We didn't really change stuff schematically. We just did what we wanted to do better. And the margin for error when you're playing against D'Angelo and Dinwiddie as an example, where they can create separation and find enough daylight to get a shot off, is marginal. But that fragility, that little tiny, like half a second you coulda, shoulda, didn't environment is punishing. And I thought that in the third period, we did a better job of, taking away some space, getting to their feet, being 6'10", 6'9", whatever, showing our length. And I thought everything that we're talking about now was successfully, as far as the win goes, to me, was driven through our defense in the second half.